Hey, I do want to take the opportunity and thank everyone for being here because I know we're busy, but this is something that just not here in Albany County, in the state of New York, but across this nation that we're facing. You know, this opiate problem that's going on with heroin, and you know, it's tough. It's a tough topic. 78 people die a day here in the United States from this, and you know, you translate that to over 2,800 deaths, a year, and it all starts with prescription drugs, and 80% of the people that are using heroin today came from prescription drugs, and we had to make a stance, and I want to thank Steve Porter from NISAC, and John McDonald from the New York State Assembly who's here, and Bruce Hidley and Ray Joyce and Mark Grimm, our county legislators, but all of the police agencies that are here, from Chief Sears and to all the doctors behind me, and I can't thank them enough, and especially our partnership with Albany Pharmacy. Thank you for the partnership, because it takes a partnership to do what we're doing, and this Project Orange that we're launching today here in Albany County is just one step of the opiate task force that we put together, and I'm going to let them talk about it and everyone that's on that, because it's important to put a light on what this task force is trying to accomplish here in Albany County. And I can't thank all the members here enough, because we can't do it without working together. And it's one step at a time, and you have to crawl before you walk, and we have to walk before we run, and we have to get our hands around this epidemic. And that's what this is an epidemic. But I say to parents, you know, I have 3 children, and they all go through that stage, and you sit there and you think, you know, what's the first thing we gotta do? When the alcohol starts missing out of the cabinets, right? Or the liquor bottle, you look at it and you say, geez, that was a lot fuller, I thought, the last time I used it. But maybe I had a bad day, right? And then you start hiding, you start locking your liquor. Or you start counting the beers that you have in your refrigerator. But one thing we overlook as parents constantly is the prescription drugs we leave laying around our house. And I remember a lot of the conversations I had with Assemblyman McDonald on this topic. You know, people get prescriptions and they don't finish them. And what do? You throw it in your medicine cabinet, or you throw it over your sink, and then you sit there and you forget about it. You know, or you had an operation and you have the high narcotics laying around. Do you count it every day? Do you go back and say, hey, there's a beer missing out of my refrigerator? But you don't count to see if there's still 30 pills in that pill bottle. And that's the problem. That's the problem. So I want to thank this task force and everyone involved, and all the independent pharmacists, the one we're at here today, Crestwood Pharmacy and Jay, they're going to talk later. But it can't happen without working together. And I want to thank the DEA, because they're going to provide the envelopes that we can put out throughout our community at all the pharmacists and independent pharmacists. And you can come in when you pick up your new prescription, or when you come in to visit, and you can drop off all the prescription drugs. You know, we do Albany County Cares every year. We tell people to clean out their closets. So I'm encouraging the viewers and the listeners today, take the time, take a garbage bag, empty everything out, and then come here and put it in an envelope that we can get rid of it in a timely manner, but a safe manner. Because the only way we're going to stop this heroin epidemic, and the only way we're going to stop kids falling into this trap, is we take the first step and get rid of all the medication laying around your house.
We're very pleased to launch Project Orange today here at Crestwood Pharmacy in Albany. Thank you to Jay Patel for hosting us. I'd like to also recognize the other participating Albany County pharmacies, which include Mars Pharmacy in Cohoes, represented by Assemblyman and pharmacist John McDonald, and the Four Corners Pharmacy in Delmar, represented by pharmacist John Kroos. I'd also like to recognize the collaborators at the College of Pharmacy. Dr. Greg Dewey is here from the College of Pharmacy, who helped in the planning process. Project Orange is named for the orange label that accompanies controlled substances prescriptions, including opiate medications. What this project is designed to do is 2 things. First, to provide important education about these medications to patients or customers who are receiving opiate prescriptions or have unused opiate medications in their home. And secondly, to provide a safe, convenient, and environmentally friendly way to dispose of unused opiate medications. Prescription opiate medications can provide benefit to those that need them. But when they are no longer needed, they should be properly disposed of to prevent potential consequences of misuse, poisoning, overdose, and illegal diversion. We have heard the statistics. 78 preventable deaths a day in this country, and 4 out of 5 heroin users get their start from using prescription opiate medications. It is clear that when these medications get into unintended hands, it can lead down a path of addiction and all of its consequences. The messages of Project Orange are simple, and I have a flyer right here. Take your medication as directed and do not share. Store your medications securely in your home and safely dispose of unused medications. How Project Orange works is also very simple. If you have unused opiate medications in your home, bring it to a participating pharmacy and you will be provided free of charge with a DEA certified prepaid take-back envelope. This is what they look like. Put your unused prescription in it, seal it, and mail it.
I'm very, very happy to see the overwhelming response we're getting from the community. And just like to say, you're going to hear a lot of recurring themes today: education, empowerment, knowledge. This is what our job is as pharmacists, to educate our patients. What we provide here is not just, okay, well, you're going to come pick up a prescription, but what are all the side effects? What do you do? How do you, what kind of side effects to look out for? How do you dispose of these medications correctly? And really, at the end of the day, it's a small step in what we're trying to achieve, but I think it's a huge progress. We've had some success before Project Orange really started, right here at the pharmacy. I've had several customers, patients of mine, basically admit over time, over building relationships, admit they had issues, and we sought out help. But it all starts with a conversation, which I believe the Project Orange is going to provide. Secondly, I think every topic is really, really important. The other thing is law enforcement is really going to benefit if we can take a lot of these off the streets before they even get onto the streets. Mental health. A lot of the mental health issues are rooted with substance abuse. So we understand that as well. But lastly, my wife and I always talk about this, is that the biggest, I guess, devastation for us would be is if these drugs showed up in our kids' schools, playgrounds, and schoolyards. That is something that I personally cannot forgive. So, the children absolutely have no chance. They don't have the option if they get introduced to these things really early on. And again, I'm very excited that this project got off ground, and I thank everybody that's here. With great leadership by County Executive McCoy. Hello, everybody.
My name is Steve Giordano. I'm the Director of Mental Health, and along with the Health Commissioner, Dr. Whalen, is co-chairing the Albany County Opiate Task Force. All of the people that you'll see today, and some who are not here today, have been working in the front lines, and we know that the efforts by bringing them together will yield fruit. The goals are, as I say, the goals are the same for the county at large. We have to stop the influx of drugs. We have to arrest the drug dealers. We have to get people into treatment rather than incarcerate them whenever we can. We have to provide services for them early, preferably in jail, as we're doing in this county. We have to educate our children early and often. We have to do the best we can with public information and education, like we're doing today. This is a public health issue. It's striking our families, our friends, our loved ones. It's not us versus them. They are us. And this has touched all of our lives in ways that I think many of you have recognized. And in addition to the education and prevention efforts to reduce stigma, we have to make sure that we have access to treatment. And we have to streamline and integrate the access to treatment. and we have to be doing whatever we can to follow the science in the treatment of addiction.
Again, I want to thank everyone for coming here, and Jay Patel, to you and your family for hosting us. I appreciate that, especially your father-in-law. You can leave your father-in-law instead. But I do want to thank Chief Sayers especially because he's been a great partner since coming on as chief and understanding living in Albany, growing up in Albany like myself. We get it. It's going to be a great partnership with everyone here in the room. And again, to the two legislators that are here, Ray and Glenn, thank you again for your partnership. Is there any questions?